Alright, so this video is to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to make your meal plan for whatever program you're following. As long as you're using the portion control containers, you can apply this to really any fitness program that you've picked. So the first thing that you need to figure out if you're using these containers is how many you get a day. For this video, I'm going to use the 21 Day Fix book just to show you. On page, where is it? 5, I think it is. Or 4. On page 4, there's a formula to figure out what calorie bracket you'll be eating at. And then on page 19 is the actual bracket to show you for what, where you fell, how many containers you get every single day. So for this video, I'm going to show you how to meal plan for the lowest calorie bracket. The first thing that I do when I go to meal plan is I print off one of these templates, which you can actually find in our file section of our group. And at the bottom, I just write out how many of each color container I'm going to get for the day. Then what I like to do is I like to just start with Monday, just start easy, and I plan one color first. So to start, I'm going to use reds, which are protein. Now, I know every morning when I work, I like to have my Shakeology for breakfast because it gets me out of the house really quickly. So that's a really easy red. Shakeology is a red. So on my meal plan for Monday, I'm just going to make a red dot, and I'm going to write Shako. So just like that. Super simple. You could also do this right on the computer. You can save this template to your computer and type right in it as well if that works better for you. So I have 4 reds. So I've got Shakeology for breakfast for 1. I know I'm going to have a protein at lunch and 1 at dinner. And I like to have another protein for a morning snack. So I'm going to put all 4 of my reds like that so I can see where I'm putting my 4 reds. And then at the bottom right here, actually for this I'm just going to leave it. So I've got my 4 reds laid out. And for snack, I generally like to have either a yogurt, a Greek yogurt, or hard-boiled eggs. So for this meal plan, I'm going to do hard-boiled eggs. For lunch, I generally have chicken as a protein, so I'm going to do that. And for dinner, I tend to have something with ground turkey. Okay, so you can see for my first day, I have all of my red containers planned out. The next one I like to plan out is my yellows. So on this meal plan, if you're on the lowest bracket, you get 2 yellows, which yellows happen to be my favorite. So I like to be very strategic with where I place those. I generally have yellows with lunch and dinner. So I'm going to do 2 yellow dots, 1 for lunch, 1 for dinner. And at lunch, I am going to have sweet potatoes. And at dinner, I am going to have brown rice. Okay, so just going down the list, I have my reds planned out and my yellows planned out. So next I'm going to hit up my greens. Greens are veggies, and it's a lot of vegetables that fit in this container. So for greens, I have 3 greens. So I'm going to put 1 for lunch and 1 for dinner. And my extra green, I am going to throw as a snack. I'll do my afternoon snack. So for the greens, I don't generally put specific vegetables I'm going to have. I like to kind of go to the store and see what's available, what looks good, and then I just kind of go from there. So I'm just going to put veggie, but I know that when I go shopping, if the broccoli looks good, I'll grab broccoli, and if the carrots look good or they're on sale, I'll grab carrots, maybe green beans. Oops, well, whatever. Okay, there we go. So here we are with the greens. Next color is purple, and purple are your fruits. If you do a banana, which I'm going to add to my list, it's only half of a banana for a purple. So keep that in mind. A lot of the other fruits you could just fill as much as will fit in there. So for purple, for my fruit, I'm gonna have a purple with my morning snack, and I'm going to have a purple with my lunch. Purples are another one. I don't always write out exactly what fruits I'm going to have. I do the same kind of thing I do with veggies. I get to the store, see what looks good, and just grab enough fruits for the week. I'm going to put apple for a snack. Apple and eggs sounds like a good snack. And there it is. For lunch, I will put grapes. Okay, so I have my purples all planned out now. And I move over to the blue container. Blue is healthy fats, so two that I generally switch up and back between are cheese and hummus. For Monday, for this meal plan, I'm actually going to do hummus with my carrots as a snack. So I will write down hummus. There we go. Blue is all planned there. The orange is generally like salad dressings, but there's also sesame seeds, or I'm sorry, sunflower seeds, peanuts you can do. It'll tell you in the book what you can do for orange. But for my orange, I kind of like having something after dinner to snack on. So I will do my orange as an after dinner snack. Now, the thing with an after dinner snack, you don't have to have an after dinner snack. You can do 5 or 6 meals a day. So for this plan, I put in 6. Some days I might only use 5, just depending on how I'm feeling. But what you need to know is if you're going to plan foods for after dinner, like generally after 6 o'clock, avoid purples and yellows. Try to get your purples and yellows eaten before 6 o'clock or before dinner time, or with dinner. So I wouldn't eat those after dinner. So for my plan, I'm going to do sunflower seeds for my orange, and I also love to have tea. It's a freebie, so I'm going to do herbal tea also after dinner. There we go. So far this is what I have, and the last thing I need to do for Monday are 2 teaspoons. I love peanut butter. Love it. Or almond butter is good too. You can also use teaspoons for coconut oil or olive oil or whatever oils you're cooking with. Looking at my meal plan, I am probably going to actually just do 2 teaspoons for peanut butter. And I like to throw that in my Shakeology. So you can see, you can mark it however you want. I just did 2 teas for peanut butter. So I know I'll throw those in my Shakeology in the morning. Now, when you look at this, it looks like pretty plain and boring food, but you can add seasonings to whatever you want. So even though it just says ground turkey, rice, and vegetables, in the 21 Day Fix book, or really most of the books have these, or you can find them online, homemade recipes for seasoning mixes you can make. So I never eat just plain ground turkey. I'll do like a Southwestern seasoning or something similar where it just kicks it up a notch. So as you can see, that didn't take me very long to plan one day. What I like to do then is I will generally take the same day and just copy it for a few days throughout the week. So it's just less thinking. And then another trick that I do is I will also maybe just keep all the colors the same laid out, but switch the foods out to have a little variety throughout the week. So you can play with it however you want. When you're first starting out, if this is your very first week or you're new to this, I would suggest choosing really simple meals to start, just until you get the hang of using the different color containers and how it all works. And then as you get more comfortable with it, or if you have some extra time to do more planning at the beginning, there are tons of recipes like macaroni and cheese, lasagnas, sloppy joes, nachos. I mean, you could find 21 Day Fix approved recipes for pretty much anything. And then you can get really creative with how to use your different containers and lay it out. So this should not be a meal plan that feels boring, bland, and plain to you. I'm just suggesting you do it that way to begin, just so you can get the hang of how this all works. So I hope that made sense. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to post, ask, or whatnot. Again, this template is in our file section, and there are also meal plan samples you can see at your own calorie bracket that you can just steal someone else's meal plan and just swap out the foods if you don't like the foods they picked. But it at least lays out all the colors for you throughout the day. One other thing I forgot to mention, I did add a shopping list onto this meal plan, which is super helpful. So as I plan, I think about what I have at home and what kinds of things I need to add, and I just jot them down here, and I'm making a shopping list at the very same time. So I hope that helps. Have a great day.